don't think that most women are dating top guys. Like I said, the people I see outside in real time, real life, are with average people. Are you going outside and seeing women with above average men?
They're giving their bodies to these men, though. They just can't keep those men. That is the issue.
I think that there's a certain group of women who want these kind of men. I mean, these type of men. I would not deny that. But for the great majority of women, most men, are you in a relationship right now, Caesar?
Yes.
If you don't mind, how long have you been in a relationship with the partner that you have now?
It's been a year.
Okay, so earlier in our conversation, AP admitted that most men know within a fairly short period of time whether or not the person that they are in a relationship is wifey material, and that they would, that they would marry them. So based on your previous answer, you were in a long-term relationship, and you still didn't exactly tell us why you didn't, marry her. No, you said she was a good girlfriend, but you didn't think she would be a good wife. So that's why you didn't marry her. Are you in the same? Would you say you're in that same situation now, or is different? And if it's different, why haven't you asked her to marry you yet?
Yes.
It's the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
So then why stay in that relationship when you know it's not going to go any further? If you're looking, are you looking? Well, I guess the question is, are you looking for a wife? That's the real question.
This is the thing. I have a whole lot more time out in this game than the other party. That's why women need to understand that.
So I think they do understand that. So this is what I think men need to understand. Women want the person they want, whatever that looks like. Hide whatever. If he thug Willie on the side of the corner, or he, he the UPS guy, because some UPS guys be looking good. Come deliver them packages. If he the whatever he is, they want what they want, which means that the person, if they do not want you, they would rather lay in the bed with a dog for the rest of their lives than lay in the bed with you. So they understand. They understand completely. It's not like in a woman's mind, this is the psyche of a woman. I would rather be alone traveling than to lay beside in my peacefulness with somebody I gotta wake up to, and I don't even want to be waking up to them. You understand what I'm saying? It's people who've been in situations like that, and they don't even want to go in the house. They go from work and they just sit in the driveway because they don't want to go in their house. Like, nobody wants to live like that.
But hold on, I missed what Caesar said when I asked him about the marriage thing. You said you are looking for a wife, or no?
I will in time.
Okay. Does she know that?
We haven't talked about it.
So that'd be a no. And see, this is exactly what we're talking about. Women will stay in a relationship with the anticipation and hope that is leading to marriage. And then a lot of times it doesn't. And then they on to the next one because they don't control the fact of whether or not you're going to propose to them and marry them. They don't control that.
You're putting it on the man again.
It is.
Marriage is the man's, like just like birthing is the control of a woman, marriage is the control of a man.
No. You're only half right. The woman needs to go to the man and say, hey, I am looking for marriage. This is the amount of time that I would like to be married. If this is not what you're looking for, I'm not going to get in a relationship with you. But that's not what women do. But we still blame the man because the woman decides to not have any conversations about marriage, but then try to find out a couple years later.
So let me ask you a question.
Wow. So you as a man.
Let me ask you a question, Caesar. So would it be okay for a woman, because you just talked about this, how women use men too. Is it okay for her to keep from you that she just wants to use you for meals or whatever it is that you give her, knowing that she doesn't like you like that? She doesn't plan on having sex with you. She just wants to use you because you didn't say anything. You didn't ask. You didn't ask like, hey, do you want anything with me? Because you didn't ask those important questions. Is it okay for her to use you?
You said yourself that all women want different things.
I did.
So why are you taking the stance on I am using her?
I take
Why are you taking that stance?
Can I answer that?
Mm-hmm.
I think you are using her. And the reason you have not had that conversation is because you know deep down there has been things that she has probably said to drop hints or something along the lines of saying one day I want to be married, but you said that y'all didn't have the conversation. You're avoiding that conversation for a reason. You know you're not ready to get married. And instead of sharing that with her to see if she'd be down with staying in a relationship with you, knowing that it's not going to go any further, you chose not to have that conversation with her. So you put it back on her to say, well, she never brought it up. Like, if you know you don't want to get married, then how come you're not saying that to her? If it's not a big deal.
Again, you're putting the onus. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
You can
she
when
has
the man
autonomy.
is expected.
No. Let me
Let me just say this one thing. The reason the onus is on the man when it comes to that conversation is because he's the one that decides whether or not he's going to propose. That's the difference. So the onus is going to go on the person that's responsible for the proposal, not for the one that's going to be the one that receives it. You got to give a gift before you can receive it.
And let me say this too, just to add on to something.
Okay.
So real fast.
Yeah.
You started out saying women don't cooperate. They're not cooperative. You want this woman to, and I'm assuming you want her to fall under your leadership. Here's a woman you have with you, and you are abusing this. Why would you're the leader? Do you usually question? You want her to question you, or do you want her to trust that you're going to lead her in the right direction? Because right now you're not giving good leadership.
How is this not good leadership? Explain that to me.
Because you're putting it on a woman to lead in an area of marriage.
And you're not
honestly, if you're the leader, then you need to let her know that it's not going to lead to marriage. You're putting that onus on her.
And you know, and you saying it out your own mouth, and you for real, right. But you're saying out of your own mouth, women don't have this time to waste. But you sit here wasting this woman's time. Does she deserve that?